There once was an academy surrounded by lush green fields where students didn't learn with their minds but with their hearts. For when the mind is calm, it is easier to listen to one's inner voice. And this academy was special because it taught people how to use their voices. Not just any voices, but musical ones. The students were encouraged to sing, dance, and play instruments to express themselves and bring their dreams to life. Now, among these students, there was a group of 4 girls who were known as the Muses, because their bond was so strong that they could move mountains with their combined musical talent. There was Loomis, the creative one. She loved making up songs about her friends and often wrote lyrics that made everyone burst into laughter or shed a tear. Then there was Lively, the funny one. She could make anyone laugh with her silly jokes and upbeat personality. No matter how serious things got, she always managed to find something humorous to say. Next was Luna, the calm one. She had a soothing presence that put everyone at ease. Her soft voice and gentle nature made her the perfect listener, and her thoughtful words often helped her friends sort through their problems. And lastly, there was Ruby, the brave one. She wasn't afraid of anything and would always stand up for what she believed in. Her powerful voice could shake the very foundations of the academy when she sang with all her might. Together, the 4 muses could perform any song imaginable. They sang about friendship, bravery, love, laughter, and everything in between. The melodies they created were so moving that they could touch the hearts of anyone who listened to them. But it wasn't always easy being a student at the Academy of Voices. There were rivalries, jealousies, and times when the girls felt like giving up. However, no matter what challenges they faced, the 4 muses always stuck together. They knew that their bond was what made them truly special, and that their friendship was stronger than any obstacle they could ever encounter. One day, while practicing for the annual spring festival, the 4 musketeers stumbled upon an old, worn-out book in the school's library. Curious, they opened it and discovered a magical spell that allowed them to transform into magnificent creatures with even more powerful voices. Excited to try out their newfound powers, the girls practiced the spell in secret, eager to show off their amazing transformations at the upcoming festival. As the day of the spring festival approached, the excitement around the school was palpable. Students from all over the region were gathering at the Academy of Voices to showcase their talents and celebrate the season. The 4 muses were determined to put on an unforgettable performance and show everyone what they were capable of. The day finally arrived and the school was decorated with colorful banners and flowers. The students had prepared a variety of musical acts and the audience was eagerly anticipating the show. When it was the muses' turn to perform, they took to the stage with confidence. The spotlight hit them and the music began. They sang and danced in perfect harmony, their voices blending together to create a beautiful melody. The audience was captivated by their performance and cheered them on as they transformed into their magical creature forms. The crowd had never seen anything like it before, and the muses knew they had put on an unforgettable show. As the festival continued, the 4 friends couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. They had worked hard to prepare for this performance, and it had all been worth it. As they watched the other students perform, they realized that their bond and friendship were what made them truly special. However, not everyone at the festival was as happy as the 4 muses. In a secluded part of the school, a group of students watched the performance with envy and resentment. They were the school's outcasts, the ones who couldn't control their voices or harmonize with others. Led by a girl named Discord, they plotted to ruin the muses' performance and take their spotlight. Discord's voice was harsh and grating, and she used it to belittle others and make them feel inferior. She had tried everything to become one of the muses, but her efforts had failed, and now she wanted revenge. As the festival drew to a close, the muses were preparing for their final song when Discord and her group made their move. They burst onto the stage, screeching and causing havoc. The audience gasped as Discord confronted the muses, challenging them to a showdown. Discord demanded that the muses let her join their group, and when they refused, she vowed to destroy them. The muses were taken aback by the sudden attack, but they quickly regrouped. They knew that they had to stand up for themselves and protect their friendship. In spite of Discord's attempts to interrupt them, the muses continued singing. Their voices soared above the din, and their harmonies became stronger and more resonant. The audience was mesmerized by the muses' performance, and their voices seemed to have a magical effect on everyone present. The cheers and applause drowned out Discord's taunts, and the outcast students began to feel ashamed for their behavior. As the song ended, the muses stood tall and proud, their voices ringing in everyone's ears. The audience erupted into thunderous applause, and the muses knew that they had won. The ordeal had been frightening, but the muses were grateful for the experience. They had learned the importance of standing up for themselves and protecting what they valued most, their friendship. From that day forward, the four muses continued to make beautiful music together. Their voices grew stronger and their bond became unbreakable. The outcast students, including Discord, eventually apologized for their behavior and joined the muses, realizing that true friendship and acceptance were more important than fame and recognition. Together, they performed at every school event, spreading joy and harmony throughout the Academy of Voices and beyond. Many years passed, and the four muses continued to make beautiful music together. They graduated from the Academy of Voices and went on to perform all over the world. Wherever they went, their voices touched the hearts of everyone who listened, and they never forgot the importance of friendship and acceptance. One evening, as the four friends were performing a particularly emotional song, the audience was stunned into silence. The raw emotion and power of their voices filled the concert hall, and they knew in that moment that they had achieved true success. After the performance, as the applause echoed through the hall, the four friends looked at each other and smiled. They knew that they had achieved something special, not just as performers, but as friends. The story of the Four Muses is a timeless tale of friendship, acceptance, and the power of music. It reminds us that true success comes not from fame or fortune, but from the love and support of our friends. Whether we are young or old, it is never too late to find our voice and use it to make the world a better place. So let us all strive to be like the Four Muses, embracing our differences, celebrating our friendships, and using our voices to spread harmony and joy to all those around us. If you enjoyed this whimsical journey with the Four Muses, don't forget to show your support. Your encouragement means the world to us and inspires us to keep creating enchanting stories that bring smiles to faces around the globe. Thank you for joining us on this magical adventure and for embracing the timeless values of friendship, acceptance, and the transformative power of music. Keep an eye out for more captivating tales, and we'll see you soon in our next enchanting story.